time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
No, I adore you. I watched you. I came across you. And you're always up and very positive. And your voice, and you're adorable. And I think I discovered you.
I love you. Hey, guys, welcome back. And I know that we've been preaching the Kathy Hilton interview all week. Guys, we've been pushing it. I'm losing my voice, but don't worry. Finally, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you guys will all be able to watch it with me. I cannot wait. I see Jordan down here clapping the hands. I appreciate you, Jordan. I love you. Thank you so much for all the support. Guys, don't forget, this is Hot Messy Topics, which means we're about to get messy as hell, hot as hell. Well, I'm here with Jordan, so of course hot as hell. But also don't forget, it's a subscribers only live chat. So if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. We have about 100 people in the room. So go ahead, smash that like button, and let's get started. Before we do, you know that I can't do this on my own, so I have to welcome one special guest in particular. Sometimes I want to strangle them. Sometimes I want to love them. Let's welcome Down with Jason. Hi.
Hi. What? Oh, thank God. All right. How are you feeling? Better? You were like sneezing a lot.
Yeah. No, I'm losing my voice and I'm sneezing. I think I'm getting sick.
No, don't do that, please. And I have to do everything.
Okay. All right. So with that, we have a lot of topics to cover tonight, guys. We have Kandi, Burris' tax woes, Lala and Randall, the cheating escapade scandal. We have an update. Also, Dorit is on the verge of losing her diamond. Erika is claiming she gave all of her money to Tom. And now, if you missed my live with Ronald Richards today, he is now taking the side of Erika in some capacity. So we have a lot to talk about. And also, Jax Taylor's latest TV gig. Oh, we're about to break it. I was about to say we're about to break it all down, but you better believe it. Yes, we are. All right. We have 130 people in the room. I did a poll asking you guys, where should we start? And you guys said Derrick Kinsley with this latest diamond situation. I can't speak, guys. I'm sorry. All right. Let's talk about Derrick Kinsley. So Derrick Kinsley, apparently her job is on the line, and we know she's introducing a new woman, Holly Valance. She is a billionaire. She's married to a man named Nick Kandi, and she might be taking Dorit's spot. Producers have figured out that Dorit does not have an actual storyline, so while she is coming back for season 12, her spot, her diamond, is really, it's not secure at this point. But she's not the only one. We're hearing Lisa Rinna is in the same spot. It's probably because she was not Relentless Rinna this season. I mean,
okay, so I have two things to say about this. Okay, what is it with, do these ladies get a paycheck if they bring a friend in who's going to replace them? Like Robin, Bronwyn, Dorit. But if Lisa is on the chopping block and Dorit is on the chopping block, does that mean LVP might be getting what she wants?
Well, apparently LVP slammed the idea that she would be willing to take $2 million. And she said, no fucking way. It's not a chance. It's not happening, which I was shocked at because I was thinking, okay, $2 million might be able to sway her. She's saying no.
Well, she doesn't need $2 million, but we need something on the show.
I agree with you. All right. So we have a couple callers in the chat. We have Resiny, JD Boops, JMW, Janelle, and also Jordan. I'm going to go ahead and bring up two at a time, and then we're going to go through the topics and then bring everybody up at the end. Guys, again, I'm so sorry I'm losing my voice. I love you guys. Let's get started.
Hey.
Ben.
Hi, JD.
Hi. I'm so happy I'm on.
Oh my gosh, thank you for calling.
Awesome. Hi, Jordan. I love you too. And hi, Jason.
I love you. Hi, Annie.
Hi.
Okay, so I have to ask you both. With Dorit being on the chopping block, are we surprised or are we not surprised?
I'm not happy about it. I'm not surprised, though.
You're not happy about it? Well, why wouldn't you be surprised?
Well, because See, here's one of those. Here's Dorit is just one of those housewives, right? She's grown on me over the time that she's been on the show because I didn't like her when she first came in. I could not. I detested her and her plethora of accents. But over the time she's been here, she's really grown on me, and I love her so much. However, her story and what she's brought hasn't really grown. We're tired of seeing her create lines, but really like not seeing her create lines. Like we're tired of seeing her
Beverly
try on
Beach.
samples and have PK talk about them.
Well,
Basically,
right.
We're
right.
hearing the reason that they're deciding to keep her around for the time being is because of PK. Does that surprise you?
not at all.
All right. Let's ask.
PK deserves a check.
Is it JD Boots?
It's JD Boots. Yes.
Okay,
So
hi.
as
JD Boots.
as an accent haver with someone with a genuine accent,
Thank you.
I'm
It is much appreciated.
Dorit.
It is much appreciated.
I find Dorit and her lack of self-awareness so entertaining. However, I do want her to leave, but not before she comes in for like 2 or 3 episodes and is accountable for that yelling at Garcelle, which I shall not forgive her for. And then
We're not
make
gonna
a very
see that, though.
disgraceful.
Yeah, we won't see her
Listen.
accountable.
I wish.
I wish
We
like
really didn't even get an apology for her calling
Because-
Garcelle a bully. She
but
said,
here's the
I
thing.
apologize, but you were passively provocative.
But what happened was Kyle was held accountable for the payment comment at the charity thing with Garcelle at that lunch. So I'm thinking Garcelle can repeat what she said on Watch What Happens Live. You will never talk to me like that again. And then she can leave.
Okay. Just to be fair, if for all of you guys who don't know, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it is still a scripted series with non-scripted actors. As much of a floozy as that sounds, now it's been exposed in a new book that's coming out by Andy Cohen and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills producers that Lisa Vanderpump actually contrived this whole Puppygate story. When she could not get control over the narrative, she decided to get control herself, and she ran with this story. And now producers are writing a tell-all book outing her for the whole thing, which is mind-blowing, but that's exactly what's happening. Are we surprised? Are we not surprised? Jason?
Laurels for spring.
I'm okay.
Groundbreaking.
I know how this works. This is a business. And if she runs her reality and entertainment business as she does with the business that I manage, then yes, I'm sure she had something to do with that.
Okay. All right. JD Boops?
I am gooped, I am gagged, I'm flabbergasted because you usually think like, okay, maybe they're putting, 10 on 20 on 10, but like to actually contrive it, she's a super villain then.
Oh,
You know what I think happened? I think this all happened, for sure. Dorit got the dog. Dorit put the dog back. I just think
100%.
that
Apple.
Lisa might have went
Apple.
right, and Lisa might have went on with the story. I don't think she kept going on as long as it went on, though.
Question.
This was an opportunity for
Question.
Lisa Rinna
Is
to jump
John
on it,
Sessa-
and Kyle. Don't even get me started. I can't.
All right. Wait, Jordan, you obviously have something to say, so let's hear it.
John Sessa.
I have a couple things to say. Is John Sessa on Vanderpump Dogs? And if he is, did they address this on that show? Because I tweeted this a long time ago. I was like, I don't want to see this show if the season opening is not Lisa and Tom sitting in Vanderpump Dogs talking about this. I don't want to see it. Not that I was gonna watch it anyway, but they was gonna get that 5 minutes out of me. Now I want to know that, and then 2. Does the revelation that Lisa has a close relationship with Daily Mail bring validity to the rumors that she had a close relationship with Radar Online back in the day where all of this started? Like, none of this is surprising. We believed it when Kyle was standing in her kitchen. We believed
I told
it
you.
then.
I told you when Richardson had this party at Tom Tom to raise money for Haiti, which was a great cause. It was a great event. They raised money. Garcelle showed up, but
He is fine.
Daily Mail wrote this huge thing on it, ignoring the actual event. But Daily Mail was the sponsor of the party for the opening of Tom Tom.
Well, and to be fair, too,
That's how close that relationship is.
A lot of people don't get this, but like today I did an exclusive with Ronald Richards, and then after I messaged the main writers, the editors of Radar, Page Six, New York Times, Reality Blurb, and they all pick up on the story because I have those contacts. So if I have those contacts, she definitely has those contacts. So just to be clear, I'm not saying she did, but it's very easy once you get started, once you get going, and once you start interviewing people. Yes, 100%, you can have that sort of access. It's a given.
Here's my thing. Okay, so I know that Lisa is capable of this, right? But I'm just thinking back to the veracity with which her husband was reacting to Kyle when she brought that.
Goodbye, Kyle.
Is he in on it, or was he in the dark too?
No, would your husband listen? No. Definitely, like if Jason is doing something shady on the side, I know exactly what's going on.
You're gonna know what's going on.
I promise that is a couple who they
will always have each other's back.
They always have each other's backs. I promise you that. They're so smart. They're great business people. I admire them very much as business people, especially for working for them for so long. But they are each other's, best ally, partners, everything.
Can I mention something about the book really quick?
Go ahead.
Did anyone not think that this was Andy's endgame? Like, I am not surprised at all. If anybody is going to write the Housewives book, it's going to be the guy who's been writing books about his encounters with celebrities for 10 years at this point.
But it wasn't his book.
None of us should be surprised by this.
And wait, okay, so
whose book
is this book is written by producers or what?
Okay, so it was the release of the book by a guy named David Quinn. The book is called Not All Diamonds and Rosé, the inside story of the Real Housewives from the people who lived it. Now, fans of the Real Housewives are learning shocking behind-the-scenes details about the franchise, and it's Chris Cullen, who is a former executive producer of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, who actually spoke with E! And saying Lisa was the guilty party behind the leaked report shared to Radar Online.
It's so funny, though, that you would name a book after something that she came up with.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, if this is a book about the entire Real Housewives franchise, that seems really specific. Like, if I was going to write a book about the Housewives, it would be titled The Truth Behind the Taglines, or something like that, where it's all encompassing of all the franchises. That seems very this seems like a book about Lisa Vanderpump.
Right. It seems very there's a message there. That's what it seems like to me.
If I'm going with Jordan, is that Andy's endgame? Because I heard about Watch What Happens Live. Could he be planning some big,
That's what I was getting to.
Bravo, but
well, we talked about that last night.
And he also has a publishing company, by the way.
Wait, hold on.
Shout out to Dr. Jackie and the Queen Bee.
I don't want you guys to spoil it real quick. JD Boops, stick around. I'm going to bring you right back up. I'm going to go ahead and start rotating callers, and then I will bring everybody up at the end. All right. I'm losing my voice, guys. I'm so sorry.
I do have to say, it's okay. I got this. I do have to. I'm just kidding. No, I do have to say, Andy was very, very, very quick Sunday night on Watch What Happens Live, especially that preview at the end of Salt Lake City when he was about to come on, and how he does this shtick and he makes his jokes and he's like, "We're about to come on." He was very done with it. It felt like, okay, let's go.
He's been phoning it in for 2 years. I checked out 2 years.
See, I can't say that because I've been on and off of it for a while. I want to say I haven't watched it for 2 years until I started doing more of this with Adam, and I've chimed back in. And sometimes it's fun to watch. With Garcelle, it was fun to watch. With Robin and Whitney, it was fun to watch for a whole different reason, especially the outfits. But something's
Well, Andy also admitted in his most recent book he wrote, I think was back in 2017, 2018, that he was phoning it in and that his staff called him out on him phoning it in.
And now it just seems like he's fallen back into that place. And it's like, but now it's like, instead of him snapping back and being like, let's refresh this, let's redo this. Now he's like, how am I gonna get out of this? Like, what are we gonna like? What's gonna be the way to bring this back up to some sort of respectable rating so that I don't have to leave when I'm in a slump? Let's leave on some sort of high note and just keep it pushing and just leave me as the host of the reunions and the executive producers of the franchises. I feel like he's gonna, like, as time goes on, he's gonna step back little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit till we may see him on the reunions. I think that'll be the last thing that that he'll walk away from.
I also think this. I noticed that I always notice when he starts shooting shows, like 2 shows in a day, that he's like about to do something else. Like, not because I was looking at who was it? Who was on I followed Tiffany Moon on Instagram, and she took a picture with Garcelle, Jenny Wynn, and who was on with Garcelle?
Wendy Asefo.
Yeah, Wendy Asefo. Yeah, it was Jenny was on with Wendy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hold up, I know that outfit. Because I remember saw that Garcelle was wearing. I was like, I know that outfit. And then I went back and saw, oh wait, Andy filmed 2 Sunday episodes, 2 in a row. That makes no damn sense. I was like,
wait, who was wearing the outfit that you recognized? Andy?
Garcelle, because I remember saying, "Oh my God, Garcelle looks amazing."
Oh, and the picture she posted was from the same. Oh, okay.
But to be fair, really quick, we used to go to the Ellen Show all the time, and she used to film back to back. She would film Fridays and Mondays and come out in different outfits, and that's how she did it in order to get a day off. So sometimes
Wendy does it on Thursdays. So
sometimes
so she can have Friday
need to take a day off. But I want to real quick before we start.
But it also feeds into what Kathy Griffin said about how they control. Because I called into Andy's show like years ago when Nene was still on Real Housewives, and like they did coach me on what question they wanted me to ask. Because I was going to ask about something.
Of course, because it's still a huge network, so they have to make sure that you're not going to ask something that's going to set somebody off.
Exactly. But Kathy Griffin had said a couple years ago, and sometimes I believe her, sometimes I don't, because I never know what's true and what's not. But she did say,
what's like an embellishment.
Right. Like, because she's dramatic. You know, we all know Kathy. Okay. But she said that, you know, they purposely, the callers aren't real, or the people who tweet are not real. Like, they're like producers or interns under like shadow or troll accounts. And I was like, and I was thinking to myself, because I was watching the Wendy Osefo episode, and I was just like, oh, so it wasn't live. So where do these questions come from?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I want to ask you something real quick before we go. Jason, go ahead.
No, I have a question, like Janelle. Like, okay, so Andy started like at the bottom at NBC, worked his way up, has this platform, has made so much. He is just trying to grow his career, I think, at this point. I think that he's trying to venture out in other things, and he's done with this. Before it's done before him.
Eventually, he's going to write the Ultimate Housewives.
I definitely agree with Jordan in the sense that he wants to go out on top. And I think also him having a child really changed his life. I really do think that. I think, you know, you can't be out, because like when he was doing Watch What Happens Live, like on his regular schedule, he wasn't getting home until 1 or 2 o'clock. You can't do that when you have a full child at home.
You can when you have a full
when you have a staff.
I mean, yes, he does have a staff, but he's also talked about how he wants to have he wants more children. He wants to do another surrogacy.
Real quick, I want to ask you a question, Janelle, before I start bringing up more callers so we can move on to next topics. What do you think that Lisa Vanderpump was actually the one who leaked this story? Are you believing the producers?
Hell yeah. I don't need producers to tell me she leaked that damn story. I was like, if this is not the most contrived BS ever, because she knew she was going to look bad when she and Ken kicked Kyle out of their house. Because if people just see that portion, they're gonna be like, hold up, y'all supposed to be besties. She was trying to get ahead of the story and be like, nah. This is what caused it. Because remember, I said this last night. We hear their storylines a year in advance.
I knew the way that Teddy put those storylines. together that quick. Like she called out Lisa the way that Whitney called out Lisa on Salt Lake City. It was instantaneous. Like it was like
the
somebody
only
slapped her in the face and
the
was like,
only
"Wake up."
interesting thing Teddy did
I know.
ever.
And the thing is, shade.
I'm just gonna have this unpopular opinion. I'm just gonna have the unpopular
Empire's
opinion.
gonna love
Finally,
this
an
real quick.
unpopular opinion that's actually Empire. I like Teddy. Sorry.
No, Jordan, nobody is with you on this one.
Sorry.
Nobody is
Give me all the smoke.
I'm not as with you on this one as Kempire is not as with me with going, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was really bad, and it's gonna be worse tonight with that voice. Don't do it tonight.
We just gotta practice.
We're gonna work on it, boo.
Especially
That's
why he doesn't.
Wait,
Janelle, that's why he doesn't have a voice tonight. That's why he does not have a voice tonight.
Okay. Real quick, Jordan, we'll bring you right back. Janelle, I'm gonna rotate through. I'm gonna drop and then bring and then drop and then bring everybody out at the same time. Jordan, stick around because we have a lot of topics coming our way. I'm gonna bring Kempire. Kempire, that face, you better lose that stank face.
Don't
say he was beat.
That is our friend.
I thought he was about to say his name in glam. I'm about to say, come through, Dorit.
Kempire, do the face.
No.
Please do the face.
I don't know what face you're talking about.
No, that is some BS. Kempire was just like this.
I think
only because you go into anal.
I'm not gonna listen. I have to agree with Jordan. I like Teddy too. I follow her on the gram. I'm not gonna follow her weight loss plan because I'm not trying to starve. But
no,
because I saw what
I'm not trying to pay people to talk ish to me.
Right. Shoot. Maybe I'm just fat and happy. Leave me alone.
Me too. But you're not. But me too. Mafe Martinez, budgets are tight at NBCU, not just at Bravo. Teddy, just say no, Jordan. Yes, I agree. All right, Jordan, we'll bring you right back up. Go stew on your Teddy nonsense drama, and then we're going to talk about some Kandi, and we will bring you right back. Jordan's like, piss off. Okay. All right, guys, we have over 520 in the room, and we're 22 minutes in. Go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed while I continue to sit over here and lose my voice. This is like the first time ever. I'm sorry, guys, but
oh my god, I would so do this. I know you need sleep, but like I'm ready. It's like Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's yes.
You're the reason I lost my voice in the first place. So.
Are you sure it's because you weren't practicing? No,
it was.
I can do it again. Watch.
No, we don't need that. We don't need it. We don't need it. No.
Hold on. Let me try one more time. Yeah.
No, did you start that with a Y?
It comes from the back of your throat. Remember what Cardi said? The ding-a-ling thing back in your throat. We're gonna work on it.
Okay. We'll be back. All right. Kempire just gave me that same face that the avatar is giving me at this very moment. But since we have Kempire back, I do want to talk about Kandi Burris's tax woes. If you guys aren't following Kempire, get to know him because he released a story today about Kandi Burris and her tax woes. Kempire, can you lead us through this one? Because we are also curious what the hell is going on with Kandi Burris?
Oh, poor Kandi. She has another tax lien involved with her LLC that she has with Todd Tucker for her restaurant. As you know, she has two restaurants. Well, technically two restaurants, but you have the OLG, which are multiple restaurants. And then she has her new restaurant, Blaze, which was recently cited for health violations. And I just found out
rating C.
Yeah, rating C for OLG. Would you guys eat at a restaurant that had a rating of C?
No. I promise you, just after running Pump, I know what it takes to get even a B, and it's a lot. That's a lot, even to get a B. So to get a C, that means to me, C means close immediately.
I know, I don't know how it is in Atlanta, but everyone knows in New York, there's a huge difference between an A rating and a B rating. So, I mean, basically for A rating, you just don't have to have rats running around your kitchen. No. So
Janelle, Kempire, we're both in New York. Did you ever go to a place called Jacob's Pickles?
No.
No.
That's very
Oh, me neither. So
I don't want to say that
Never mind.
That is so
Go ahead.
Upper West Side. Like I wouldn't even probably go there.
Oh my God, so crazy.
I don't like
Well,
pickles,
it's one of
so
those like
just the name
dive
alone.
bars that like yuppies go to.
No,
yes.
I'm not.
Oh my
First of
God,
all-
but it's like for brunch.
Oh,
But it's like a
no.
yuppie brunch. Yuppie brunch.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Yeah, me neither.
We don't
So,
do that.
I was like,
I can
who
get you some more
does?
places. I can find you more places that where you want to like. Woo-hoo! There's
Yeah.
some brunch places that it's like a
Well,
club. I can tell
Me
you
too.
about
If you
those.
want
Oh,
some
yeah.
woo places, just ask me.
There's this.
All right.
There's this amazing. Sorry, you're in. You're in New York, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so on like 113th and Frederick Douglass, there's an amazing Manhattan bar, and it has like a basement. So you have to like pass. You know how New York has all those things where you like you go in and you think you're at the spot, but there's another spot downstairs or another spot upstairs that's like way better. This is that place, and they only make Manhattans with all of their like vermouth and they make their own vermouth. It's amazing. 113th and Frederick Douglass. I'm gonna find the name of that.
Near me. I'm not gonna try to tell where my address is, but that is near me because you know I'm a
Really?
Harlem girl. Yeah, I'm a Harlem girl.
Yeah. Well, Adam and I used to
Yeah.
live on 110th and almost Frederick Douglass. So
I'm just gonna say I'm near there.
Okay.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
neighbors.
Good neighborhood.
Okay.
I love
Neighborhood.
Harlem. Yeah, my brother had his 30th birthday party in a secret club in downtown Manhattan, like where like if you walk past it, you will not know that there's an actual club. Like,
Do you know that place? Sorry, I'm not. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. But do you know that place? It's like that Mexican place. It looks like a diner on the outside. And you go in and you go to the women's bathroom, but the women's bathroom is actually the entrance into the actual place. You go downstairs, you go through the kitchen.
That place. I have not been there, but my friends
It's a
have been
tequila. Yeah, no, and back in the day, like everyone used to hang out there. It was so. It's like this little tavern in the basement, and you have to go. Yeah.
It's better than 235th. Anyone who listen, if you are not a college student, don't go to 235th or 13th Step. Don't go there. Don't waste your money. Because after 21, it's just not it anymore. Trust me, I know.
Okay, wait. If you guys want the insight, then go follow Janelle on where to go eat. But I do want to ask.
I know places. There's like
I'll go with you. I'll take you to some. You take me to some.
Yes, because there's an Asian restaurant where if you go use the bathroom, you can see everybody eating, but they can't see you peeing. Like that's for real.
Oh, I love that.
That's exactly what
That's
I want to do
weird.
when I'm peeing.
Huh?
Crazy.
I mean, it's
they
crazy.
read my mind with that concept.
There was a line to get inside.
Okay, I'm not mad. All right, real quick, I'm gonna ask Kempire. Kempire, what happened with the accountant? How did we face these legal tax woes? What the hell happened?
I think what's happened. Well, first of all, Kandi is, according to Radar Online, owes over $20,000 in back taxes. This is the second time that we've gotten a report that she and Todd. I have to emphasize this is not just Kandi's company. This is also Todd Tucker, who used to handle the money for Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I'm a little shocked. And according to Radar Online, they're saying that they're refusing to make the payment. This says to me that they probably don't agree with the amount that's owed. So this is the second time. Last year, they had a similar lien as well. So now there's another report. This is not a good look for Kandi, just because it's such a small amount of money in comparison to, first of all, how much she's worth and how much she makes, not just on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but in general with all the different things that she has. So money issues like this, even though it's a small amount and she could easily pay it off, she still has not released any sort of statement about last year's lien and nothing about this recent lien as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Kempire, who just went from SD to HD. All right.
Well,
all right.
Oh my God, Adam.
Technology is crazy right now.
I apologize.
Including myself. Like we're all just a bunch of shady people.
Listen, it's me, it's you, it's Resiny, it's JD Boobs, JMW, Porn with Jordan, Philly Diva, Cocktails with Lovable Lisa. All of us are shady as hell, okay? That's why we're here. Hot and messy and shady. I am about to, and I don't mean to gross anybody else or anybody out. I'm about to go grab a tissue really quick because I'm not feeling the best. But before I do, I know I'm not feeling good, guys. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to cancel this. And my voice is going. But I did want to bring up the next topic. What?
Get some tea.
Yeah, we have tea, friend. He doesn't drink it, but it's in the kitchen.
You know what? If you take oil of oregano and like put a little bit
amazing.
and you put it
Listen,
under your throat.
he's so finicky and so picky that the oil oregano is never going to happen. I promise.
Hold on. I'm about to lose this voice even more. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We are trying to figure out. Give me my shirt back. We are trying to figure out who is going to come back and who is about to be ousted. So we heard that producers told the one and only Crystal Kung-Minkoff that she is on the chopping block if she does not come out of her shell. If she does not come out of her shell, so she has one more season to do the damn thing. My question is, before I just drop myself down for 2 seconds, go grab a tissue, get out of here. Do we think that Crystal Kung-Minkoff is capable of bringing it? Now, I can't just leave you three alone to do this. I'm going to go ahead and tag in another person. Okay? I'm going to tag in Jordan and also next in line, Philly Diva. I'm going to tag everybody in really quick, drop myself. And everybody, let's try to go on a line because sometimes I get subscribers who complain about us all talking about everything over each other. So I'm going to start with Jason. Go to Janelle, go to Philly Diva, then
we'll just work our way around. We'll work our way around the little.
I will be right back.
Take your time. No, we'll work around the Hollywood squares. Listen, okay, Crystal is not Teddy. No offense, guys. I'm so sorry. So sorry, Janelle. Yeah, I actually think, and I labeled Crystal as Teddy 2.0 this year. I ate my words. I really did, because I started to enjoy her more towards the end of the season. And I do feel like the second season now, I don't know why they need to be coached or like, did you watch yourself first season? Are you going to bring it the second season? I feel like people have been watching these shows long enough. You know what to do when you go on these shows. But I think she's going to bring it next season if she's there. Of course, she's going to be there. But I'm curious to know what you think. We're going to move over to
us.
Gosh, Janelle.
Ew. See, that's how you're supposed to do it. Somebody needs to teach Adam that. Oh my God.
No, Adam doesn't need to practice anymore. Please.
Not here. Not here. No, blow your nose.
The cat literally has his tongue. Like,
here's my thing. I think the reason why, people are not going to be allowed the time that like a Cynthia Bailey had to kind of just like coast and like get into the groove of it. We need a Cynthia Bailey in like every franchise. Like the person who's really not going to start the drama, they know how to continue it, and sometimes they know how just to end it so we can move on to the next thing. And I think
like the friendship contract.
Right. Hello. I mean,
classic.
Classic. And I
for
think,
me, what was more classic was her burning that friendship contract, though.
Right? Right? I was just like, what is this? This is some crazy stuff. And I'm watching. And so I think Crystal has the capability of being like the Cynthia Bailey for Beverly Hills. I think the only reason why people like had a weird love relationship with Teddy is because Teddy would try to bring the drama, then she would get shut down. Like when Erika was like, "Don't you ever call me a liar," and everyone was like, "Hold up, like Teddy, like have a backbone, stand up to Erika. It's okay, you'll be fine. You'll guarantee."
Sure, the accountability coach, but you
I have
don't hold people accountable when they cuss you out.
As we move forward, I have a question too, though. Like, do you think Crystal was kind of like in the middle of where she stood with all the ladies? Because like she knows Kathy, but I don't know who else she really knows on the cast.
She only knew Kathy, and her and Kathy were really country club friends. Like they weren't like, or charity circuit friends. They weren't like.
She knows like, Teddy.
Well, I just want to say really quick too, Coach G just said. Wait, can you guys?
Because she's friends with Kyle.
You guys can hear me, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Real quick.
You look so good.
Hey,
Love you too, Coach G. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Coach G. Thank you.
And you spelled Janelle wrong, Coach G, but we appreciate you. And sorry.
And Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
I don't spell my name like Janelle Monáe, even though she's fabulous.
I don't spell my name like Michael Jordan, even though he's the champ.
Right.
Okay. Wait. Teddy just never had any opinion or substantial enough thought, let's say that, of her own. She was great value. Gretchen Wiener loved Jordan and Janelle. LOL.
I think Crystal has to. I think the reason why they're also asking her to bring it is because she has the capability of providing an opinion and it being a strong one, because we saw a hint of it with Sutton, because Sutton is overly sensitive and a little cuckoo. And the fact that Crystal was like, no, I think you're manic and I think you're this, and she refused to stop saying the word that she was violated. And she stood.
I'm not gonna back off of that.
And I think that is why the producers are pushing her, because like, girl, we see you.
Wait a minute though.
But I feel like there's a new. Sorry, I feel like there's a new, like, what do they call them? Firefox.
Fox 5.
Yeah, I feel like there's a new
Fox
one coming
News
in after
5,
that.
as they're called on
Fox News 5.
I want to ask everybody an honest question.
Wait,
hold on. I want to be.
But the trio of Garcelle, Sutton, and Chris, you know, they just did that whole LA Times spread or whatever. Like, they're coming in hot. I think you're not going to get rid of Crystal.
Well,
I want to ask everybody an honest question here. Philly Diva, Janelle, Jordan, Kempire, Jason. I want to ask an honest question, because when I had a co-host on the other day, they feel like Crystal will not get the axe because Bravo is not going to axe someone who adds diversity to the show. Therefore, she will be brought around, even though she might not bring as much to the show. I know this is a harder conversation to have, but I do want to at least address this and see, do you guys think Crystal is protected because she's adding diversity to the show? I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to work my way around. Kempire, you first.
I have to clarify something in regards to the Crystal story. Crystal is not in fear of being fired from the show. They are just saying that she needs to bring it next season. Of course, that means potentially that she could be, axed. However, she's not the one that should be worried. It's Lisa Rinna and Dorit especially.
Right. But Kempire, do you think Bravo is giving her a second chance, that maybe they wouldn't allow a Teddy or a Catherine Edwards or someone else because she is of a different ethnicity and maybe she's adding diversity to the show? Or do you think people are reaching when they say that?
I mean, look, here's the thing. Bravo definitely is leaning into diversity a little late, unfortunately. Similar
they're
things
tardy.
Have been said about Ebony K.
Tardy
Williams
for
in New York.
Tardy for the party.
Similar things have been said about Ebony K. Williams in New York.
The View.
Yeah, she was very good on The View. But here's the thing. I honestly do think that Bravo is playing that whole diversity card, and they're going to continue to do that. They're not going to say it. We will always go back and forth on it. But I do think that Crystal does add a level of interest on the show. I do not think she's a Teddy 2.0, but this was her first season. We have to give some of these women grace, and I think she had a decent first season. Do I think she's an elitist? Yes. Do I think that she's a little snobby? Yes. But that's what we want from these Beverly Hills housewives.
Okay, I respect that. Jordan, we're going to go to you and then to Philly Diva next, then to Janelle, then Jason. Jordan, what are your thoughts?
Listen, Crystal had me from the moment she looked Sutton dead in her face and was like, oh, so you're that girl that doesn't see color? Tell me you're that girl. Tell me you're that girl. Like, tell me. Like, I was like, oh, okay. I know exactly what type of girl she is. She's not the girl that's going to pop just for any old thing. But when she does pop, it's going to be for a good doggone reason. And like, so that's the type of housewife that I like. Like, I don't need 6 Lisa Rinnas on a cast. Just like I don't need 6 Teddys.
We don't need one.
Yeah, we don't need one Teddy.
And that's for Teddy and Lisa.
Well, I'm more so just stating the extremity of the personalities, because, but I just, like, to me, Crystal is right there. Like, she's that sweet spot right in the middle. Do I think that they could possibly be using her as the affirmative action play? Absolutely. But I think that that's a better reason to keep her longer than she needs to be than the reasons that they've kept, like, a Kelly Dodd, a Vicky Gumbelson, a Ramona Singer.
Okay.
Ramona Singer.
I respect that opinion. I want to hear really quick. Let's pan over to Philly Diva.
I agree with what you guys are saying. I really think she, with a little bit of comfortability in front of the camera, I guess, she could be like a Cynthia type housewife who will, button up a scenario when it needs to be, who will say, well, I don't think that was, right up in there. I don't think she'll move the story along without adding too much sauce to it. She can, be that mediator in the
That
middle
sweet
of
spot.
what was that? Del Mar. She was like, she doesn't like you. You don't like her. You don't have to be friends, and that's okay.
Boom, boom, pow.
Like, so we need that, especially in Beverly Hills, because we all know Dorit can be a dead effing horse into the ground until it makes glue. Flies are flying over that bitch. Like,
Until every single one of those 5,000 pearls falls off of that dress.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
5,000. That's it. That's all she had on there.
for 2 hours, all those
It
pearls.
may have been
Like,
40,000, but who? I mean, no one was
Oh,
tripping.
the
so it may
dress
not
was
been that many.
5,000.
Janelle, I know
Oh, well,
that you
that's
have an
probably how many we
opinion.
had left.
Janelle has an opinion, and you don't spell her name without the E and the Anel. Okay? Really
Listen,
quick.
I've been going through this my entire life.
Vampire
the
with
hell
the
out of that.
shady looks. What are you doing? I'm not feeling well. Back off of me.
Let me
Okay.
tell you, I used to have a friend.
Janelle, what are we thinking? Vampire, I cannot with you tonight. Yeah, Janelle, what are we thinking? Do you think Bravo is keeping Crystal around just to give into this idea that they support diversity, or do you think that they really think that she deserves her diamond?
I think both. I think it will look terrible if they fire her. It will look absolutely terrible. And Beverly Hills has always been one of the whitest franchises. So it will
She
look.
also adds genuine chemistry with the cast, though.
Right. And the thing is that people like what Philly Diva just said about how she like buttons a situation. Let's look back at when they were at Kyle's house in Palm Springs. Like when the whole situation, she chimed in and say, no, Erika did say this, but Garcelle was not present when she said, I don't want to talk about it with the other ladies. Like that is when you're adding something to the situation, you're giving enough weight to it, and you're able to put a button on it so we can move on.
And she can be funny in the way that when Sutton is screaming about how ugly her pants are, she's just standing there laughing.
Right.
Like, she's just like, girl.
Okay.
I do have a question for you. I have a question for you, Janelle.
Mhm.
What would you be excited? Because on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we started off with a predominantly Black cast, and we had Kim Zolciak, right? And Kim Zolciak, she was a character in her own. She really was. And then she got her own spinoff.
Big Papa?
Yes, Big Papa. What if we added
Big Papa?
That's how she got on the show.
What if we added a white cast member to Potomac? Would you be here for it or no?
I'm not sure.
That is a very
It was
big
Janelle's question. But
No,
yes, I would.
I'm curious.
Here's
I would because sorry.
No, I was just okay. Here's the thing with Potomac. Yes and no, because people from Baltimore. Because let's be honest, like yes, they're in Potomac, but a lot of them act more. Some of them act more Baltimore than they act Potomac.
They give real Baltimore DC vibes.
I mean, every time Mia talks, I know you uppity, but that Be More vibes are coming through strong.
Oh my God, Janelle, I'm from DC.
So
I'm from that area. So
Philly, like Mia gives
DMV
me like she
Yes.
worked in the same strip club as Amber Rose.
That DMV area is different. I mean, because I know a lot of people who went to Howard in DC and who are from the DMV area, and they different. Like, so if they brought a white person onto Potomac,
They have two white people on Potomac.
well, that's true.
oh my God.
Okay.
Michael Darby is a housewife.
Michael Darby and Chris Bassett.
You're talking about the husbands?
Well, Chris Bassett is technically biracial.
With his brown dick. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know if I could
only
say the
7
word
to
on
8
the
inches
street,
of him.
so I'm trying
Just
to
7 to 8 inches.
Listen,
That's it.
you can have multicolored dicks. It's a real thing, but I mean, he's still a white man.
I have
And
never
to Jason's
seen a
point, it don't have
multicolored
to be
penis
big
in
as
my
long as
life.
it's good.
I have.
Child, let me tell you. Let me tell you something.
Wait, in Amsterdam?
No,
Okay.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. That is a great team question. Campfire, so they're looking. What did you call it, Campfire?
Say it again.
Not over there.
The internet's messing up. No,
it's not SD to HD. We see you. We see each other.
I think if they're gonna add a white woman to Potomac, it can't be like the DC housewives. They can't be acting like that. They're gonna have to get down and get dirty and be willing to. They're gonna have to be like a Kim Zolciak. Like Kim got dirty with them, but she knew how to get dirty with them without calling them derogatory names, without accusing them of like.
Sweetie.
I'm sorry.
Except for Sweetie.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's
Where
that.
is Sweetie?
She married
To who?
a rich man.
Oh, wait, hold on.
In what
hold
kind
on.
of way? Like hood rich?
Oh,
It's Atlanta, so you figure it out. I don't
Or is
know.
he like Nigerian rich?
He like
Because they
African.
are in Atlanta.
Well, you know, she's a Nigerian princess.
Wait, hold on.
Gobadia.
Janelle, Jordan, Philly Diva, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up 2 other callers and then bring you all back up at the same time. Stick around because we cannot stop this conversation.
Also,
Kempire looks like, why the hell did I call in this late in Amsterdam? Look at Kempire over there.
Also, one of the subscribers, Jesus, he said about the Hispanic housewives, and like we had Miami, and so like that was our dose, and we had that one lady in Dallas. I didn't watch Dallas because that was just too much racism for me. But
I never watched Dallas. That was
like
the
it was
worst.
boring to me, and all I kept thinking was Trump supporter. I was like, I can't do it.
Gary Brittingham.
Right. Thank you. I think if you're going to add a Hispanic housewife, like, yes, but they people.
But we're in Potomac.
No, I would say Orange County or New York.
Okay.
Orange County.
Which,
or New York.
by the way, honestly, listen, and this is the thing for anyone, if anyone wants to argue this with me, I will argue with you all day. We have white people, black people, Hispanic people, Indian people, we have Asian people in Beverly Hills, Orange County. I'm about to sneeze. Dallas, Miami, New York. We have them. Salt Lake City. We have.
I have to say,
so,
if you're true to the area, okay. So I'm from the area around Potomac, DMV. You know, whatever. I find them. This is the Real Housewives of DMV. This is not Potomac. You know, Potomac. You wouldn't have an interesting show if you just focused on Potomac. I promise.
Exactly.
You know, but like,
Jason, you can answer this. But where does Wendy Asefo live? Is that considered part of the DMV?
I have no idea. I feel like they all live in like it's WDMV or EDMV, east or west of.
You're so shady. I looked up where she lived because they said the city on the show, or someone said on the blog. She's a good 45 minutes.
Wait, where did it say that she lived?
So basically, you have to go through Baltimore to get to her house. And she's
okay, that's not fair.
That's basically Philly at that point.
And because so it said that she was in good traffic, 45 minutes from Potomac.
Girl, you know who drives? Not just the DMV women who drive. Salt Lake City, they drive. So Provo and Park City and Salt Lake and all these different places where they live, they have to drive to film this show. And I feel like that's the same with Potomac.
Which is so funny because I love when the women are like, the valley of Beverly Hills. They're like, the valley way over there. I'm like, girl, I used to drive
literally
from the
15 minutes
to go to work, and it was a good 12 to 15 minutes.
Well,
so
right. It's a thing that's happened also with Orange County, because after everyone moved out of that cul-de-sac, everyone was like, I'm in Newport or I'm in Ladera, whatever. They're all in different parts of Orange County. They're not just in that one. They're not in Côte d'Ivoire anymore. It's just not realistic.
Yeah,
it's not realistic to be in one. First off, it's expensive as hell. And you spend all this money on hair, makeup, clothes, your man, because your man be asking for things, your kids, all that. Shoot. And then you got to have a big enough house to film in.
Listen, I was trying to tell Kempire this when Kempire's out there on the search for love. I'm like, you don't want that mess. Just be simple.
You know what I have to say? I'm not mad at Potomac. And I also feel like they should really cast honestly about the area they are in. Right. Like Miami, we know what's coming in. That is Miami. Beverly Hills is a little more diverse. They're starting finally, because those are the most interesting people, to show some diversity.
Real quick.
And then Real Housewives of Orange County.
A lot of people don't know this about Beverly Hills, but the Persian community runs like 70% of Beverly Hills. We don't see one Persian housewife. So that is not authentic to
Where's
what
Shiva?
actually is going on.
Where's Shiva?
Well,
does anyone know who Shiva is?
Well,
Muhammad's
ex-wife. Muhammad's ex-wife.
Yes, she should be there.
Well,
she would be amazing.
Fiance, but yes.
But also the thing is that But see, the thing is, no one was ready for a Persian person on Housewives, and that's why Shaw's of Sunset came out. Because one of them, like Lily or even
Lily Galici,
huh?
Lily Galici.
Yeah, she could have been on Housewives. She has a personality for it. Even crazy ass MJ. Like she also could have been on Housewives.
No, she could not with that house.
No.
Oh, yes, she could.
Okay. No, we need a Shiva on Housewives. We need an MJ on Shaw's.
Yes, no. Shiva Safai should have been on Housewives, definitely 100%. And Lisa was pushing her to do it, and Mohammed told her absolutely not. That is the reason she was not on Housewives.
She would have outshined him and her, to be honest.
Shiva is not.
We've met her many times. Right. She would have outshined all of them.
And she's stunning, and she's amazing, and she's a sweetheart. But Shiva is not the only representation of the Persian community in Beverly Hills. There are so many beautiful Persian women in Beverly Hills who have the wealth, who have the attitude, who have the charisma and the personality in order to get into this group.
And they're not on Shaw's.
They haven't done it though. Why do you think they haven't done it?
I honestly, I can't answer that. I think it's ignorant that they haven't done it, because that, if coming from someone who, and I'm telling you, based off of me working in TomTom, me working at Sir, me serving everybody. So like, you know, whether they're white people, everybody, white people, Hispanic people, black people,
Tennessee accent.
I served all walks of life in the Persian community. They really always blew my mind, because they were very, like, when they came in, they knew what they wanted. They wanted it now. They wanted it how they wanted it. And they were always so respectful and sweet. But it was like they got us in like we were almost like working in your house. Like they had us like a staff, and they orchestrated the shit out of us within 30 minutes of being there. And they had us running like a well-oiled machine. Like I always blew my mind being a staff member when we would have huge Persian birthday parties or whatever it was. And I was always just blown away. I was like, wow, one, they know how to do the damn thing. They know how to throw a party. They literally, and they weren't boasting their wealth. This is just how they lived. And their personalities were so strong. You saw the table. We would have big communal tables that could fit up to 40 people. 20 of the women were on the left, 20 of the men were on the right. The women were all talking, and when the men tried to chime in on the women, no fucking way.
That's not happening.
But here's the thing, and this is probably the problem that they've had with revamping the cast of Shaw's of Sunset. Maybe people with actual money do not want to be on reality TV.
Of course they don't.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I think also the producers always say it's because we're trying to find women who are actually genuine friends with the housewives. And I go like, well, you can't use that excuse anymore, because I mean, do I really believe that Ebony was a genuine friend of Leah's before New York? No, I think they were friendly. They probably listen. Leah was on an episode on Love and Hip Hop. She knows the fabulous black folks in New York City.
Love and Hip Hop, New York.
She doesn't know me.
She was on an episode,
and no one needs to know Leah.
And so
okay.
So I know that Leah
Empire.
I actually believe that Leah hung out with black people, and not just like well-known black people in New York. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have mutual friends. So it's like, but they can't use that excuse anymore that they have to be genuine friends. I think you just need to find someone who could gel well with the group, who can go with the flow, keep up with the drama, have a good storyline, have an interesting life, something that's not manufactured, and keep it moving and pushing. Because other than that, and there's no excuse. You cannot live in such a diversity like New York City, like Los Angeles, and not have these and not have diversity on your show. You should not be 10 seasons in and have your first black cast member, and 11 seasons in to get your first Asian one. That makes no damn sense.
I agree with that. Hold on, Janelle, stick around. We're going to go ahead and drop you down and bring up JMW and Bad and Bougie, and we will bring you right back up with JD Boobs, Pouring with Jordan, Cocktails with Lovable Lisa, and Resiny.
And okay, I'll see you in the field.
Don't encourage him, please.
Don't remind him.
Okay. All right, Coach G, New York should get a Dominican housewife, Atlanta get a lesbian housewife, and Potomac a white woman to challenge Karen as the Grand Dame. Okay.
Oh God, that's terrible.
God, good luck.
I don't want to stick a white woman. I don't want to stick a white woman up against Karen to challenge her as the Grand Dame, because that bitch stands no chance. So
No, she is the ambassador to Surrey. What are you talking about?
Yes.
She is so much more than just La Dame.
No, if she's going to challenge anybody, challenge like the Hunger Games Robin for her spot, because that's going to be an easy
Wait,
shoot.
did we find out how much her candles were compared to Wendy's $50-something candles?
We heard that they were $20.
1 wick 50. They were like $20 cheaper, right?
30.
I'm gonna buy
I heard
La
those
Dame.
were fake.
I want to buy it.
Though. I heard those candles that people found were fake. Those weren't the actual La Dame candles.
Hi,
the
Bad
cheap
and Bougie.
ones. We need to go to, where does she have them? Nordstrom, right?
I don't know where she's selling them.
Bad and Bougie, we're on the topic of diversity within the cast, and I'm curious because we've all wanted this for a long time, whether it's Atlanta, Miami, Potomac, Beverly Hills, Orange County, Dallas, New York.
I have to say, I thought Miami did a good job with their cast.
We don't have. Oh, actually, we
I
do.
couldn't
We
even
have.
understand them. They couldn't even speak English well enough for me to understand. So
Really?
Miami.
No, they did okay. No,
I thought that was a
the Real Housewives of
represent
Empire.
Miami.
Oh no, you know what? I'm thinking about Love and Hip Hop. Okay, you're right.
Oh,
I couldn't understand.
Empire. Oh my
Yes,
god.
Bloomingdale's. Thank you,
Okay.
Livio.
Bad and Bougie, would you be one? Do you think Crystal Kung Minkoff is maintaining her spot on the show because Bravo is trying to continue to add diversity to the shows, or do you think she has earned her spot?
Wait, I'm sorry. I clicked out for a minute. Who?
Crystal Kung Minkoff of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
You really care about her race or whatever. I just didn't think that she brought much to the show. But I don't know why. For some reason, I'm interested in her because I like how she stands on what she stands on, and I like that she shares her culture. So for some reason, even though she didn't bring that much, I want to see her back again. I don't know why. So for her, I do. But I think that, you know, I said this years ago, like with Orange County, I'm like, so there's no Black people in Orange County? So I didn't understand why, you know, we're not mixing it up. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I watch anyway. But yeah, I think all the cast need to have diversity because all these locations where it is, there's diversity. Like, so in Orange County, I personally know like women that could actually be on that show. So, you know, I think all areas should have diversity for real.
I was going to say really quick, personally, I think, and only because I've lived, and I don't want to speak on areas I haven't lived in, but I've lived in New York. Kempire still lives in New York, and I've lived in Beverly Hills. And in both of those areas, we have a ton of diversity. We have, you know, like Bling Empire we see on Netflix, where we have a huge Asian demographic in Beverly Hills. I just said we had a huge Persian demographic. We have a lot of white people. We have a lot of Black people. We have a huge community.
Adam, I think where you're not seeing diversity is on Bravo.
Right.
Other shows, I mean, display that.
But you know what? And you're right. You're so right. In Beverly Hills, it's Persian. Like when you go shopping in Beverly Hills, it's Persian. It's like, come on now, we can't act like that's not the truth. So when you go shopping out there, that's what it is. So yeah, I you know, I'm open. I think it should be diverse. I've been saying for years, like, there's no Black people in Beverly Hills. There's no Black people in Orange County. So yes, Persians, Asians. I think we should mix it up. I think that's going to make it so much more interesting. And I think Bravo will find that they'll get a much broader audience if you incorporate, you know, it's not just white people in Beverly Hills. It's not just, you know what I'm saying? It's not just Persians on Shores of Sunset. Let's you know what I'm saying? Let's mix it up.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember this, but do you guys remember a woman named Peggy Salahian, who was on The Real Housewives of Orange County?
Oh,
one of your first
Peggy.
interviews.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yes. Okay, so Peggy Salahian, she was Armenian, and she received a lot of shit from everybody. She was one of my first interviews. She received a lot of shit because people could not understand her. And I'm not talking about people from, you know, like viewers on the show. I'm talking about the cast members. So the cast members like Vicky Gumpelson and other cast members could not understand her. So they didn't want to engage in conversation with her, which ultimately ended up in the reason that she was kicked off the show. She explained this on my interview with her. And looking at her, she's beautiful. She had more wealth than all of them. She had the lifestyle. She had the car. She had the husband. She had the kids. But because they could not simply understand her because they didn't want to take the time, she was kicked off the show. That is the shit that pisses me off.
I mean,
they were lying. They could understand her.
Yes.
Her accent was not that deep.
Yeah. Campire?
I have family members. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me when you said Campire.
Well, based on what people are saying in the chat about her, they're saying that she was also rude. I don't think it was necessarily just the fact that they couldn't communicate with her. We just always don't know what's going on behind the scenes when it comes to the relationships with the producers and the other ladies. I don't think it was just that. And I'm not trying to give them any sort of credit, but I'm sure it wasn't just that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it had to be something more. Because
I agree.
She wasn't hard to understand.
Okay.
No, and I have family members too. You know, I have family. I come from a really eclectic family, and I'm so happy. Even I was with Cirque du Soleil, where we toured with like 14 different nationalities in my cast of 56. So we were all very different. But even in my family, you know, I grew up Mormon. My grandfather was Jewish. My grandparents on the other side are English. So I have a lot of like different, you know, whatever. But I have some of my family members can't even watch like shows with a British accent because like I can't understand them. Like, what can you not understand? They're speaking English. It's the same thing. But when it comes to Peggy, I really didn't think she was that rude on the show.
I didn't get that either. It probably just wasn't her time. But I'm glad you guys are having this conversation. It is time to mix it up a little bit because it's only going to make it more interesting to us. Like when we see, you know, different cultures, different people, different languages, see how their lifestyle is with their family, their husbands, it's only going to make it more interesting. So I think
do you think
on the bus, but I'm glad they're, you know, starting to think about mixing it up.
And isn't that sad that we're 2021 and we're starting to think about that? Do you think Bravo missed the mark completely? And that's where we are today. And that's why things aren't going so well. That's why ratings aren't as high.
Well, I do think that, yes, they, you know, the ratings are dropping. And I'm going to say, like, because on my channel, I do reviews of the shows. And I'm going to say, like, I won't even review because it's just boring. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Even and I'm African American, but even Atlanta, it's like, come on, let's do something different. We got to get somebody else in here. We got to do something.
That was a season.
I'm losing interest, and I was hoping with Portia leaving, we would get, you know. But even down there, let's mix it up. Let's bring some other nationalities, other cultures. I love the fact of Garcelle bringing the Haitian culture in and the foods they eat and that kind of stuff. Because that's how real life is for me living in LA. My friends are of all different like cultures. They're Latino, they're Black, they're Persian. So that's real life for a lot of us. So when you just act like Real Housewives of Orange County is all white people, I'm like, no, I work in Orange County. It's not all white people. Stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
very
it's
correct.
It's ingenuous almost that we're acting like in Beverly Hills and in Orange County and in Atlanta it's only Black, and like come on, we gotta progress.
But the big question is who are the executives that are casting? Who are the people involved? Because if you don't have a seat at the table, as many times we say that, and you don't have diversity at your table, you're not going to see that or hear that anywhere else.
And we talk about this in a different way with Vanderpump Rules because, you know, Adam and I have worked in the heart of that. We work in the heart of the gay community in West Hollywood on the most popular street, Santa Monica and Robertson, where you have the Abbey, you have Pump, you have Sir, you have Tom Tom. There was no representation of anybody who we knew in West Hollywood.
Living in LA knows this. Like West Hollywood is one of the most diverse little sub-cities of Los Angeles. And you have everything that you could think of. You have gay, you have transgender, you have bisexual, lesbian, you have Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Persian. You literally have everything that you can think of, but yet here comes Vanderpump Rules, and we have an all-white cast with not one gay cast member, not one Black
Billy
cast
Lee,
member, not
who
one
I
Hispanic
have to
cast
say, you know, Billy Lee was on the show for, you know, a season, right? A season.
Billy Lee?
Yeah. She was great. Her and I had a great relationship. No, but I have to say, her and I had a great relationship. But when she came in with my staff, the way she interacted with my staff was not cool.
Well,
so I could understand where that.
She came in. She did. I love Billie Lee. She did come in with a certain level of ego, and that didn't stem until after she was featured on the show. Once she was featured on the show, that is when she started treating people that way. And that does get to some people. You know, we've seen that with other cast members before. When I first met Lala, she was not the Lala that I've met today. She was a totally different person. She was a sweetheart. She was very easygoing. She was nice. And then you met her after filming the first season that she filmed, and she was like, "I don't know you. I have no time."
Are you serious?
Yes, she was. That was Lala after, but before she was the sweetest person. But
it's all of them.
But no, it's not, because Katie Maloney's not like that. Kristen Doty's not like that.
Katie Maloney and Tom Schwartz are not like that. I 100%.
Both
100%.
Toms are not like that. Sheena is not like that. So there is a whole plethora of people who are not like that. Jax is an asshole. Lala acted like that. Billie Lee acted like that. Charlie Burnett acted like that. There are a few who acted like that, but not all of them. Just to be fair. Fair.
I mean, I never really got into Vanderpump Rules because it's just so
dated,
not representation of what's going on, like you said, in West Hollywood. So I couldn't even gain interest in it. I'm gonna be honest. But
you know, it was really funny, and I don't mean to bring this up too, but like, you know, we worked around Pride all the time. Pride was like the biggest day at all of these restaurants, especially Pump, because Pump sat on the corner of Santa Monica and Robertson, right next door to the Abbey, and we just had all the traffic. Anything from Santa Monica, from Robertson, you know, coming up the street.
Which, by the way,
we had all of the traffic.
Leak's restaurant. Just saying.
Well, yes and no. But we had all of the traffic. But these people who were like in the parades with Lisa, like Peter and Jax and Tom, like they don't represent anything that happens in that community at all. At all.
Well, that's not true. They represent
true.
No, it's not true. They represent people who are accepting of the LGBTQIA plus community, because they are accepting of the community, and it's blended, and that you deserve that representation too, but they were not a part of, and you can't just like single them out because they're not gay. You can't do that.
I didn't say that, but that's the representation we're getting on the show. That's what I'm saying. This is the top restaurant, the hottest restaurant in West Hollywood, and here we have all straight white people working here. So crazy.
Which is fine.
Go ahead.
Would you guys be open to having, like, even Atlanta, any of the areas? Would you be open, or do you think people would be open to a gay husband and, you know what I'm saying? Like, relationship, like a family?
Well, it would have to be a wife, right? It would have to be a lesbian couple, because that would be, since it's.
But does it? I feel like
whether it's lesbian or male, I'm just saying. Either way, I think, especially like nowadays, I think people will want to see that.
But I feel like Atlanta did that. I feel like not with a housewife, but Atlanta portrayed that very early on with Dwight and Miss Lawrence, and I feel like they actually stepped.
I'm talking about actual cast members.
I mean, now where we are today in 2021, I think we can change up the word housewives for a different.
I think that people would be accepting to that, because that's the real reality of the world. So it would represent a whole another dynamic. I don't know. I think it would be dope.
See, I don't think we should add a gay male to a Housewives cast. But what I think we're missing the mark on is, I think that I know this. You have to know this about Mbuji being in LA. A lot of people in the chat must know this. Jason knows this. Kimpire knows this. Our community is funny as hell. Get us together. The relationships, the people, the dynamics, we're shady as hell. We'll read you up and down, build you up like a Lego house, break you back down. I mean,
Bravo is primary.
Yes. It's all over the place. It's all over the place.
It would be juicy, because I'm just picturing my friend who's in a lesbian relationship, and I know she would be funny as hell on here. I know she would turn it up. Like,
Storm Doris just said that Miami is going to have a lesbian housewife, Julia.
Oh, cool. Because I think we need to not only mix it up between, see, it's not just about color or it's not just about sexual preference. It's also just about mixing up different people of different lifestyles.
Yeah.
You guys see what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
Of course. And being
doesn't have to come home every night and this and that. Let's see some different lifestyles. I don't know. I'm just thinking because the ratings are just boring, and I'm gonna be honest, like the only shows that I'm really watching is Potomac, Atlanta. New York killed me this year. I couldn't even do it. Like I'm tired of them. Like they need to shake up that cast.
Well, you have to if you like Leah McSweeney, go watch Kimpire because Kimpire loves some Leah McSweeney.
No one loves Leah McSweeney.
No.
No,
I hope she doesn't come back.
Since I found you guys, I watched Kimpire too. I've been leaving. Yeah, I'm there.
Hey, Bad and Bougie, we're gonna rotate callers really quick, but I hope you stay on. But just in case you have somewhere to go, can you at least tell us where your channel is?
It's Reality Check TV with Bad and Bougie.
Whoop! All right, I'm excited. I didn't know that you had your own
going
channel.
now.
I'll be watching. I'll be looking out.
I didn't either.
Thank you. And eventually in the future, we have to collab because I love listening to your input.
Okay, I'll hang around.
All right, guys. So that is not the end of the conversation. We have a lot more left to cover, and we still have more people in the room. We still have Janelle with an E and an A. That's okay. JD Boots. Yes, we do. Cocktails with Lovable Lisa. Judgy Justice is over here, and she's just chilling with her hand on her head.
Yeah, probably waiting for you to like carry on this show.
Hold on, I'm not done. Hold on. Pouring with Jordan is still in the car out here in these YouTube parking lots. Yes.
Good Lord.
That's about it. Okay, bring up this next super chat and let's go on to the next topic. I would love to see another housewife like Carlton. Yeah, well, Jessica Jayne.
Yeah, Carlton.
One.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I don't want another Carlton back. All right. Okay, guys. So Jax Taylor was fired from Vanderpump Rules. Now, when Jax Taylor was fired from Vanderpump Rules, he claimed that he decided to walk away on his own. Well, that's so funny because he was hit with a $1.2 million tax. Whoa, let's just call it.
Oh, I thought a $1.2 million plastic surgery bill.
No.
I didn't know which one. Yeah, okay.
No. And I'm not a Jax fan. Jax threw a cigarette in my face 5 years ago. Jax also slept with my girlfriend, who I was...
Your fake girlfriend. Okay, he slept with everyone who was a girl
she slept
who
in
was
my bed
walking
too.
in West Hollywood.
Hold on. She slept in my bed too. Okay.
Yes, she slept on your bed on the other side while you also...
Okay, you weren't there.
were like
You
texting
never-
me on the other side probably.
Don't take away experiences from me.
But wait, was she your girlfriend when he slept with her?
Well, technically, so she was Miss California. And
that was a storyline. They were trying to bring you on.
No,
guys, if you ever go watch, have you ever seen the episode
when I was
Empire?
When I
want to say this. Okay,
no, that's not. It's not that I don't want you to say it. When I was trying to figure out whether or not I came from a very conservative area, and everyone kept telling me I don't have to be gay. I can fit so I had this mindset that if I try my hardest to like a woman, that would actually happen. So. It was this weird, I grew up in this small town weird shit. And when I met this girl, she was beautiful and she really took me aback, but she was kind of like what I would imagine like one of my Barbie dolls were. Yeah. Like she reminded me of one of my Barbie dolls when I was growing up. So when I would see her and
well, I reminded you of a Ken doll and that's why you went with me. So
no, you reminded me of that little compartment in the side of the wall that we go down the apartment and you open it and you stick the trash in. Okay. Close it. That's what you reminded me of.
Okay, that was good. I'm gonna give you that.
Okay, give me that. All right. And guys, we don't have to drag you in the
chat.
Huh?
Are you not a gold star gay?
No, he's not. No. Wait, what does gold star mean again?
I think gold star is when you've never been with a girl.
Yeah, Adam's gold star. Gold star.
No. I've never seen a girl naked in my life. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. Jessica from the real world, she got dressed in front of me. That was very different. But she was just so comfortable. But with this girl, anyways, getting back to Vanderpump Rules and talking about the Jax Taylor stuff. She slept in my bed. We thought we were in a relationship, and she even begged me.
No, you thought you were in a relationship because they were trying to spin it for the show.
I'm about to drop you down. I have so many people.
Drop me. You want to drop the truth down? Go ahead.
I am inundated with requests right now. I don't have to have you up here.
Who are you, Captain Sandy? Inundated with requests. I have my tour coming up. I can't do any interviews. I'm so sorry.
Okay, you want to play?
That was her exact email, by the way. P.S.
Oh.
Okay, let's play.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, the hat went backwards.
When this happened, I thought that I could make some sort of relationship with this girl. So that's
make some sort of relationship.
Oh my God, this is so easy. Watch this. Mute. Boom, bitch. Can't unmute that. So I thought I could make some sort of relationship with this girl, and I was trying to go out on dates. I had her over. She slept in my bed. Nothing happened, but we were trying to figure it out. I slept at her house. She slept at my house. One day I go to Sir and this bitch. One day I go to Sir and Jax ends up coming up to me and he said, "Hey, are you talking to so-and-so?" And I was like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. And he said, "That's so crazy because she called me last night and we went all the way." And I said, "Went all the way?" And he said, "Yeah, and he got very explicit and disgusting with what he said. And he said, he's like, "I hope you're not mad, bro." And I was like, okay. So pan over 3 years later, Jason and I moved to Thailand, moved to New York, moved back. I'm working in a nightclub. See Jax for the first time. He's drunk as hell. And when I said hi to everyone, because Sheena and everybody, they were at this table, they all said hi. Jax decides to take a cigarette and put it out right in my face. Literally put it out in my face. Thank God it didn't leave a scar. It hit me right here. I came home. I told Jason all about it. I was pissed off, and I was mad as a motherfucker. So
wait,
now...
You didn't clock him?
Jax is 3 times my size. And he has a... which means
I don't care. You have every right to defend yourself when someone assaults you. That was assault.
Okay, but he's 3 times my size, and he also has... Something is like not connecting there. So when
his tax payments?
Yes, something's not connecting there, meaning his tax payments. So when he got hit with his tax payments, I was like, sorry, bitch, you deserve this. This is karma. And now he's decided, because he told all of us, he walked away from Vanderpump Rules in the $600,000 paycheck, which this year would have been $750,000. This is Jax Taylor.
Yeah, he would have had a great...
He looks so sweet. This is Jax Taylor. Oh, looks super nice. Looks like a big douchebag. And this is Jax Taylor in his latest gig on the doctors getting Botox on.
I have to say, when Jax is nice, you're very confused. Like, especially when he came in the restaurant, when he was nice, and you're like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, this is confusing.
He's never nice. He's always a dick.
But wait, you said she was your girlfriend. Did she know that?
Yes.
Comparison needs you back right now. We didn't carry this on.
Do you want me to call her and put her on speaker?
No, but guys, if you ever want to see Adam completely plastered, there's an episode of Vanderpump Rules where Sheena is up on the bar singing "Good as Gold." I think it had I don't know what it had. It didn't have any actual notes. It had all flat notes. I think it had, but "Good as Gold." If you ever watch that episode, you'll see Adam just like.
Okay, I was 20 years old, and they had an open bar, and they said I could drink.
Good episode.
I'm still back at the whole.
We're playing that next time. I'm getting a clip.
You're still at the what?
The Jax story. I'm
Jax?
like, wow.
Yeah. So Jax now, his new claim to fame is getting Botox on the doctors on a new segment. And he said that he walked away from the show. He said it was his time. Wow. He couldn't take it anymore. It was so stressful. So he decided to walk away from a $750,000 paycheck. Kempire, are we buying it or no?
No, not at all. Not
Jason,
at all.
Buying it or no?
Come on.
Okay, well, you're not the only one. And especially, Jason, you're riding on thin ice with me, friend. Let's go ahead and add Jordan. Jordan, are we buying this or no?
Hell no.
Okay. Judgy Justice, are we buying it or no?
No.
Just as much as I believe that Lisa didn't sell that story, that somebody as much as I believe
Like,
that
I'm ready to
Jax
go
quit
ahead
this show.
Okay.
Jax
Janelle, are we buying this?
Jax couldn't even quit Sir. So how's he gonna quit Vanderpump Rules?
Listen, I'm over. You know what?
He
Let me
worked
tell
at
you
Sir
something.
all 8 seasons that he was there. He couldn't even
That's
quit
just for the
damn
show.
Sir.
You didn't see the other years when the show wasn't on.
Yeah, child, listen.
Let me tell you something. No, because let me tell you, if y'all were in these Twitter streets like I was last summer, okay?
Like I am now.
Because I had nothing
I'm
else to
so
do.
bad at Twitter.
I mean, I still work. I still did
You
my
bad
9
at
to
texting
5. I don't
too,
want my
Jess.
boss watching this and him thinking I wasn't working. I was working last summer, but I was also.
I don't work for that person no more, so I wasn't working.
I was working, but during my downtime, I'd be on Twitter when Stassi and Kristen was getting their asses handed to them on Twitter after it revealed that they called the cops on Faith, which I had known about for years, and I was always shocked that Bravo never said a damn thing about it until like, oh, a black man had to die in the streets for you to finally be like, oh, something's just not right about that. Like,
Because
come on,
it happened
Bravo.
on a podcast and not on a Vanderpump Rules camera, so they
Right.
weren't obligated to show it,
Right.
or to talk about it.
Exactly.
We all knew about the Faith thing even when that was happening.
And
Like that
I
was.
also didn't want Faith on the show because when I saw she joined, I was like, don't do it.
Girl,
These white people be crazy. They be crazy. That's right.
That's her, Janelle. That's her.
I don't think
But I
Faith
also-
was that ready for that level of gaslighting.
No, she was not.
Yeah.
But also but then through Twitter, because people always have receipts, it was revealed that Jax also was retweeting during that time.
All the racist stuff that was going on with Faith.
And for Faith to also be arrested, even though clearly the woman in that video was not Faith, but yet people like to think all black folks look the same, and trust me, we don't.
That's like seeing a video of Dougie Thought going down the runway and asking, is that like Lisa Ray McCoy? Like, what are we actually talking about?
Well, no, that's like me asking if Jax walking down. No.
That's like asking if Garcelle was Kyle. That's what that was. That is what that was.
Okay.
Girl, a pink suit and some dark hair do not make you a shorter white woman. She is at least a foot taller than doggone Kyle. We're not going to talk about that.
But I think what happened is that because I don't think there was a firing, I think there was a discussion. I think basically Bravo and Jax sat down and they were like, "Yo, Jax," like they probably because Jax did bring the drama to the show. Whether you loved him or hate him, he brought the drama. He had to talk.
So you think he got Cynthia?
I don't think he got demoted. I think they probably were going to make him like apologize, and because
maybe go through like his like trials and tribulations on the show, and make a storyline like he has stuff.
No, I don't think they gave him the opportunity because he would not have walked away from that level of money for nothing. He would not have walked away.
He also has a big ass ego, and I don't think he was willing to eat.
Janelle, but he also has a $1.2 million tax lien.
Is he still blaming this on the Booker?
He had that tax lien way before.
No, I'm. You know what? I just do not think he voluntarily left.
He didn't. He got fired.
No, there's no way. There's no way that he would. His ego, as Deepak Chopra says, edging got out. There's no way his ego let him just like leave the show.
But can I also
I don't think his baby mama would have let his ass leave the show.
No,
like with what
she loved the show. She loved the show.
And if you guys remember, so one of the reasons that I thought Cynthia Bailey, and I am guilty of this, I thought Cynthia Bailey actually got fired from the show. And I thought that she did not quit. I was like, there's no fucking way that she quit because
she's just smart. She knew when to walk. I think she walked away.
Right. And now I believe that, but only because her exit statement looked very similar to Jax's, to Kristen's, to Stassi's, to Brittany's, to a lot of these cast members. And if you remember, there was a lot of shit that they got because all of their exit statements looked the same. And then Brittany Cartwright.
Funny how she exited the show and went to another one.
Did you
know? Jackson, Brittany, and on all of them, they didn't do that. Like at least Cynthia went and did like girls trip or girls vacation.
Well, the thing is that Cynthia was still technically a housewife before while she was filming Girls Trip. And the thing is that Cynthia knows because she's following the playbook that Heather Dubrow followed, that Tamra Judge has followed, that so many other past Bravo celebrities have followed, that if I say nice things about, and same thing with Dorinda, if I say nice things about the network,
they will always leave the door open.
They will always leave the door open. Like, I love how it went from Dorinda was fired,
Sheree, for example,
to Dorinda being on pause.
Yes.
Anyone notice how that narrative just changed in the middle? Like, oh, I thought she was fired. No, she was on pause. Oh, it's because she didn't say Bravo was X, Y, and Z and say all these terrible things.
Let's be real. The only person who's actually been put on pause, and it's because her own wanting to be put on pause, is Portia Williams.
Right.
Otherwise, as of right now,
I feel like Sheree has been put on pause time and time again.
Sheree
keeps getting put on pause.
She has created a career.
Sheree has
never come back as a friend. She's always come back as a full-time peach holder.
Yeah. Right.
So I feel like she just keeps getting paused and snoozed.
She's been put in a box, and they say, okay, when do we need to open this box? Okay, here's Sheree. Portia Williams, she does the damn thing, and now she's realized, oh, well, I'm about to replace Don't Be Tardy. My show is probably going to be extremely successful. I don't need this show. I don't need these women prodding, picking, poking into my relationship with Simon Gobadia. So instead, I'm going to move on. She left Ricky Smiley. She left everything else that she had going on. And she's like, I'm going to focus on the show. And with that.
And then also on top of that, her baby special got very good ratings. People forget about that. That people
only reason why that baby show got good ratings was because they literally made it seem as if it was the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It wasn't like her own show.
Kimpire, don't you take that from her.
It was
I just like to say facts.
Listen, Portia and Dennis Mama's fighting was not enough for a spinoff. Like, I don't want to watch Portia and Dennis Mama fight. I want to watch Dennis and Simon fight. So unless they really giving it up down there to the Atlanta, I want to see Portia find Tanya. That's what I want to see. I don't give a damn about Simon. Where is Tanya? That's what I want to see.
Where is Toronto? Probably.
Tanya from Toronto has done left the building because she couldn't handle people prodding, picking into her relationship, and her having sexual, allegedly, encounters with Bolo. Okay,
but that's why I said she needs to do the pursuit of Portia, because she's
Bolo and Portia and Tanya in the same encounter.
Yeah, it's called threesome.
It's two.
It's called threesome.
It's called a threesome. Yes,
it's called threesome. They were getting down.
I just didn't know what the facts were. I wasn't sure if someone was waiting for their turn or.
Well, here's the thing.
You do have to wait.
Mia said it. You know, she wasn't enjoying it. She was just sitting back watching it happen. So I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to.
They were involved. Listen,
well, the way that Kenya worded it, she worded it as if there was a sexual encounter between three people. Now, Portia was denying that anything happened, and the way that Kenya set it up, she set it up like, it was on this side of the house. The only two people who was on this side of the house was Kandi and Portia's room. Well, I know what Kandi was doing. And so Tanya is going to put herself right at the scene of the crime, whether she was doing anything or not, is sitting here and being like, well, I spent all night in Portia's room. And everybody just looked at her like.
Spent the whole and Bolo spent the whole night in Portia's room. So.
Okay.
All right. Real quick. HRHT Queen said, wait for it. WWHL, Watch What Happens Live will be on pause. Okay.
Her Royal Highness the Queen.
I want to go around the room because we're at
new shows.
An hour and 20 minutes. So I want to cap this at an hour and a half. Let's go around the room. We missed one of our topics, but it's okay. We can talk about it tomorrow because more information will continue to come out about the Girardis. You better believe it. Ask Kimpire. You don't believe me. This shit comes out every day. And it's like the gift that keeps on giving, which would be the Girardis. So with that, I'm going to go around the room and ask everybody, where can we find you? Where can we catch you
right
next?
In time for the second part of the reunion.
Right in time. Well, tonight it's Vanderpump Rules.
I also listened to your Ronald Richards interview today, Adam, and Ronald Richards sound fed up with people questioning his motives. He sounded all the way fed up. He was like, I am sick of these digital people. I'm sick of y'all.
I didn't want to bring it up, but he did sound like he was gonna come on there and read every last one of your subscribers.
Right.
I didn't say it. You did. Okay.
He sounded like.
I'll stand on it too, child. I got a Bible in the car. What's up?
Because I think I got a Bible on the bookshelf. Let's put it like we tell them the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. You know. Amen
and a lady.
Hey. But yeah, I listened to it and I was like, okay, he getting feisty. He is getting sick of us.
Okay.
Which means he's ready to walk in the court.
Okay, hold on.
He's like, where's the court date at? When can I prove my case? Where can I show this money?
Jordan.
In Vanderpump Rules, one thing that Jax did say, and I can't believe I'm agreeing with Jax. Lord help me. When he said that because the show was so successful, it's because they were all friends. I completely agreed with that.
It's the only thing I agree with.
Because it was like, yeah, the show was interesting. The fact that they all slept with each other. And then
well, it's not like he's the first person to say it. He's just one of the people that said it. So I'm not even gonna give that to Jax. Girl, bye. You and Brittany and your beer cheese. But tell Memo that I said hey.
But the show's gonna end with Lala's wedding special.
Empire, will you just take over? I'll see you later.
You said Lala's wedding.
The show's gonna end with Lala's wedding special because she's gonna get back together with Randall.
No, it's not. It's already filmed.
It's already been filmed.
No, it's gonna be a separate special. It's gonna be a separate special. And then
Lala's not gonna get a special.
No, when are we gonna get a separate divorce special divorce special?
And then
they're gonna pull a Chad and Evelyn.
Katie's going to reveal that she's pregnant. And so there's gonna
Who?
Wait, sidebar, Adam, sorry. I think you missed the super chat.
Thank you so much for saving me just now. Thank you. Where did I miss that super chat?
I'm taking your ass to bed after this.
Jax has cooties.
Jax probably has cooties. Thank you so much for me to see. Okay, with that, guys, we're an hour and a half in, and we will be back tomorrow night. And we missed the whole Girardi scandal, but we have to keep it at an hour and a half because guess what? Vanderpump Rules is
God. Hold on. And tomorrow is hump day. Okay. Which I don't know what that means. But
I'm just over here tossing some salad. I was
the sign looks really good without you there. Honestly, the sign looks so good. Tomorrow is the Kathy Hilton interview. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to get us in the mood. And then we'll be here at 6 p.m. 6 p.m., not 6:30, 6:20, 6:15, or whatever. 6 p.m. EST to do Hot Messy Topics straight into the reunion. How cool would that be? That's
yeah, so
awesome.
if you guys haven't already, go ahead, check out in my community tab the Kathy Hilton interview. I'm going to go do what I need to do really quick, but here's a quick intro.
Wait, what do you have to do really quick?
Get the hell away from you and go take a bath. Hold on.
Bro, you are away from me.
No, I adore you. I watched you. I came across you. And you're always up and very positive. And your voice, and you're adorable. And I think I discovered you.
I love you.
God, that's one of
her.
us. Yeah, I love her.
She was giving you secondhand with that dialogue there.
Right?
Well, she always does. She always does. True Kathy Hilton dialogue. But no, seriously, guys, we are about to go watch Vanderpump Rules. Get ready for the next show. So with that, let's go around the room, and I'm going to start dropping us one by one like it's the Hunger Games. And yes, I said it. Okay, there you go.
That was like the best you've done, and that was
drop me first.
Adam,
wait. So everyone, before they leave, they have to say "meow" first.
What the fuck was that?
Before they leave. You have to do that first before you say where you're from, where your channel is,
Jordan,
where to follow you.
Can you give us a proper exit?
Y'all girls can catch me over at Pouring with Jordan. That is the channel where I roam the YouTube streets, pour tea on a variety of subjects and shows, and then sweeten it with my opinions. You guys can also catch me right here on Hot Messy Topics every Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all follow every single person in this room. Okay? Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Unless it's 6:30 on a Tuesday.
Judgy Justice without the E when it comes to judgy, but not the justice, because then you still keep the E. Follow her on TikTok.
Gosh.
Don't sleep on this anytime soon. Judgy Justice, where can we find you?
Judgy Justice, I'm right
Oh,
here.
no. You have to start again. Sorry. You forgot.
Oh my gosh, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
I am not doing that. I'm just letting y'all know.
I want to say, what the hell was that? What the hell was that?
We'll have to work on that.
I know
it wasn't worse than yours.
I don't make sounds like this.
No.
That was even better than Adam's.
Hold on, Jason. Judgy Justice, you have to pretend like it's in the back of your throat, like, ew.
Like,
oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. We'll work on it, Judgy Justice. Janelle, leave her alone. She's new here. It's okay. Judgy Justice, where can we find you?
I'm Judgy Justice. You can find me here on YouTube and TikTok. TikTok strictly Am I the A-hole series. So that's what I do on there. A lot of people like that. And I like talking about how I'm not the a-hole for reading them. So thank you guys so much for having me, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Justice. Diane Zimmerman, I want the old Adam back. Well, she died. So I don't know what you're talking about. But
who's the old Adam?
I appreciate the hell out of you. She died. She's dead. She's the crypt keeper. She is hocus pocus. That bitch is not coming back until you open the book and take out a candle. Light that shit. Go find a cat.
Well, you have to be a virgin.
And then bring it back. And then get a virgin to read the excerpt of the book. Okay, Diane Zimmerman.
Not with your gold star background.
All right, go on with your shade, Diane Zimmerman. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Janelle, let's go.
Okay.
See?
I'm over here tossing salad like Karen Huger. The good side is Caesar. Okay. Y'all got me talking about Bravo and I got hungry. So shit, I'm tossing salad tonight. Okay. You can find me. You can find me on these internet streets on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I'm mostly on TikTok and Instagram at Janelle Sunshine, Janell Sunshine, all one word. I am not J.A. Okay, we're not Janelle Monáe. She's fabulous, but that's not me. I am J.E.A. Okay?
Electric Lady.
Hey.
All right. Thank you, Janelle.
I'm eating my salad in peace. Bye. Feel better, Adam.
Okay. What meds did Adam take? None. I would love some though. Thank you guys. I love all versions of Adam. Thank you so
we
much.
need some meds tonight because I have TV shows to watch.
Oh my gosh. I need a bubble bath and a Zyrtec and a glass of champagne and
a Xanax
to be left the fuck alone.
Oh,
so what's that? Kempire, we love you. We're in Amsterdam. We're on our quest to find love. Are we successful?
Oh my God, why can't I go first? I want to go first.
No, Jason, wait your turn. Oh my God,
so guys, you can find me at Down with Jason. Nope. We're doing this amazing show.
Bitch, this is not your turn.
No, honestly, we're doing a great show on Tuesday called Anchor Watch. If you love Below Deck,
Jason, this is not your turn.
I have an amazing co-host. He wrote for The Amazing Jonathan in Las Vegas. He used to perform with me in Cirque du Soleil, and he wrote for David Letterman. And we are doing a late night show called Late Night Anchor Watch, and we will recap Below Deck, but we're going into a whole bunch of other things. We will have captains upon captains and guest callers and fun things happening, and I can't wait. Meow. I'm out.
I don't know what the fuck just happened. So I apologize on behalf of everyone over here. I don't know what that was. That was the worst meow that I've ever heard. So go ahead, Kempire.
I don't have anything left to say. Everyone say free Kempire and let me go to sleep. I hope I don't look sleepy. I don't know why people keep saying I look sleepy. This is the way I look.
Maybe you're sleepy for a different reason that we just all don't know about. Right here waiting for you, Kempire.
There's no one there.
You hiding them in the bathroom?
No, and if there was someone, I would not be here right now.
Okay. Well, you did let us know that you've seen stuff of multi-varieties earlier. Yes, in your lifetime. And we're not here to judge you. So with that, Kempire, where can we find you?
Kempire Daily on YouTube, and of course, subscribe to my podcast, Kempire Radio.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night, y'all.
Wait, hold on. What was that again? Can you do that again?
What? Here you go, try and do stuff you can't
okay.
do.
Okay, sorry. All right, Kempire, we'll see you soon. Bye. All right, guys, I'm going to hit you with the meow and the wait. Okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Guys, thank you for another great Hot Messy Topics where it was a subscribers only live chat. Thank you to Janelle. Thank you to Pouring with Jordan. Thank you to Resiny, Pouring with Jordan. Cocktails with Lovable Lisa, JD Boots, also Kempire, everyone who called in, and Judgy Justice. I am so sorry if we didn't reach everyone. I promise you, tonight I am not feeling my best. My voice is raspy as hell. I apologize. But we will be back on the A game tomorrow. We are playing the Kathy Hilton interview tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. That will be a premiere, and I will definitely be a part of the live chat. So get involved, get subscribed, smash that like button, smash that notification bell. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. And go follow everybody who's been a part of this amazing panel. Thank you to all of our mods, super chats, super stickers. I love you guys so much, and I will see you so very soon. Bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye.